What did you do? Oh my God, even. All right, let's go. Let's go with Amber. Amber realizes she's going to jail forever.
Yeah, well, it was like the fact, like, I know I was scared because Mike had a gun and I was
You know what?
scared.
Stop it. Do you think we haven't been listening to everything you guys have been saying in here? Are you that stupid, really?
I know.
And just stop. Because I don't even, lying to me just makes me just, ugh, I hate it.
I want to lie.
Oh, yeah, you were. You lied about a few things.
I want my mommy.
On April 17th, 2011, Seth Jackson went missing in the town of Summerfield, Florida. His parents told police that they believed something terrible had happened to him. Seth always came home at the end of the day, and he never failed to answer the phone when his mother was calling. The police would begin to look into his social media to see if they could find any clues about his disappearance.
Oh, God.
Seth had been dating a fellow student named Amber Wright, and their relationship had been extremely toxic. Amber was a very manipulative person who knew just how to get what she wanted. The messages between her and Seth showed a relationship that was filled with hate and jealousy. The relationship would come to an end when Amber would begin dating 18-year-old Mike Bargo. After their breakup, the police found threatening messages not only between Amber.
What is going on in that picture right there? Like, what the fuck is that guy doing? What the fuck is that guy doing? Is he lying down trying to drink something? Is that what's happening? Can't even with some of these stories, you guys. All right, let's go.
And Seth, but between Mike and Seth as well. As the police were looking into Amber, her brother Kyle told their mother, Tracy, that he knew Seth was dead because he had helped kill him. Tracy immediately took her son down to the local police department so he could tell them what he had just told her.
By the way, as a parent, that is what you do. If you found out that your child has committed a crime, you talk to them about the consequences of what they've done, and you actually report it. So, like the Duggars, oh my gosh, I mean, I've seen so much on the Duggars over the last couple of days, and the fact that they not only let Josh Duggar molest their own children, but then they tried to hush it up, and then he got caught with something like thousands of really, like, some of the most offensive child porn possible on his computer, right, at his job, on top of it. And his parents are like, no, we have to hush this up. We will pray the gay away, basically, right? Because that's how they all do, is they think that you can just, like, have a connection with God and people will become better. But apparently they haven't actually read the Bible and realized that we are all sinners. And some of the sinners are actually doing worse things than others. Like, some of the sinners are actually quite hurtful, and need to be dealt with. And that's where Law and Order comes in, right? I'm so happy that this mom did the right thing and brought her son to the authorities.
I need to talk to you both. Do you want to talk to me both at the same time?
It don't matter.
Is that...
I don't know. You might as well. I need to know I want to know.
Are you going to be honest with Mom in here?
He has no.
Okay.
He actually confessed to me this morning.
Okay. So we'll just do this all at one time. Get confirmation. Okay, you know that I have to read your rights, okay? The first thing I want to ask you is, do you know where Seth's body is right now? Do you know where it's at?
Well, he was, Mike was talking about somewhere by Gander Mountain, there's a rock quarry. That's where it possibly could be, over there by Gander Mountain.
Okay.
I don't know where it's located. I've never heard of it over there.
So you weren't there when that
No, man, I was at work yesterday.
Okay.
So,
Let's start back with, tell me the story that you told your mom and start from the beginning, okay?
okay. A couple days before the incident, probably it was about Friday, somewhere around there.
Maybe Friday.
Seth and a couple kids, they wanted to come out and fight. Mike, and Mike wouldn't come out there because supposedly he had a warrant out for his arrest or something like that. I don't know the case being. And well,
Now,
Sorry, it's his dad.
it's okay. Did you want to step up?
Can I for a second?
Sure. Step right outside that door. You mind if I keep talking?
No, because I already know the story.
Okay. So on Friday, Seth and a couple other kids. Like, who's the other?
I really don't know the other kids that was with him. I just know Seth. They were on bikes. They were in front of Charlie's house, and
Charlie, who's that?
Charlie, the girl that's in the room there, that had the green shirt on. Her.
Okay, and
She owns the house, I guess.
okay, so they're out in front of Charlie's house on bikes.
And they kept on calling Amber, my sister's phone, blowing it up and stuff like that. But Mike wouldn't go out there and fight, and Mike Bargo, the one,
Okay.
Mike Shane Bargo.
What'd you call him, Mike? What?
Mike Shane Bargo.
Mike Shane.
I think it's Mike Shane Bargo Jr.
I know it's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was going on. And then a couple days later, Sunday night or whatever, I guess Seth wanted to talk to my sister. I don't know. I was going to sleep or whatever, you know.
When you're listening to shit like this, aren't you kind of like, how the fuck do you kids, why are you killing each other over dumbass bullshit like Poo-Tang? For real? Oh my God, even.
Because I had to go to work the next day. And I really wasn't paying attention. Well, they come back to the house.
Who's they?
My sister, Amber, and Charlie.
Okay.
And I guess they met up with Seth over at Bellevue Hills Estates and up the road or whatever, I don't know. And then I'm still laying down. They come in the house, and about, I guess, like an hour or so later on, Seth comes to the house. And I don't like the kid completely because he has put his hands on my sister.
Okay.
Okay? And he come in.
I understand. Now, was your sister? No, I don't know if I got this right. Was she dating Seth at one
yeah,
time and
at
then
one
dating
time.
Mike?
No.
No. Okay.
Mike, they.
Hey, kids. Red Tree Stories. Can you work on your captions? Because you have so many fucking typos. It's difficult to watch. I love these types of forensic files types of stories, but like when you have so many typos that you look ignorant, can you please fix this? You can't spell Seth? For real? I mean, you've got so many, like, are you using like voice recognition? What are you doing?
His dad and I grew up together. We've known him forever.
Okay, so Mike Bargo is a family friend.
Yeah.
And he has a problem with Seth because of the same thing you do, that he's put his hands
Yes.
on.
But I wasn't going to go out and do that. But he come in, and I come out Mike's room, and I see him, so I pick up a stick that was in the
Now, you came out of Mike's room, so Mike stays with
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike Bargo stays at your house.
Yes.
Okay.
Charlie's house.
Charlie's
I've
house.
only
He
been there
moved
for
out.
I was
Okay,
only
okay.
there for a week.
Okay, so you moved into Charlie's house.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what the address is of that
I
house
couldn't
is?
tell you. It's a couple blocks
Dave
up.
has it on
Okay.
Friday.
Oh my God, all of these people are couch riders. They can't even fucking say what their address is. For real. I mean, I've seen so many videos like this now where they're like, I don't know where I lived. I don't know what my address was. I don't know. I was just like riding a couch. So, okay.
So just let me, Charlie, you, and Mike all live in the same
And
house.
Roach, there's another.
Yeah, Roach.
I don't know his real name. They call him Roach.
Justin Soto.
Justin Soto, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So are you all live at, you guys all live together in one house?
Yes, and
Okay.
Amber was staying there, but a little bit.
Not only did Kyle and his sister Amber live with Mike, they also lived together in Charlie Eli's home with a man named Justin Soto. Each one of these roommates will get their turn in this interrogation room. But for now, let's see what Kyle claims happened to Seth.
Okay.
And there was a stick, and I was like, you know what? And I hit him over the head with the stick. And I
Who'd you
told
hit?
Seth.
Okay.
And he was in the chair, and I got in the kitchen. I said, now get the fuck out the house. And then all of a sudden I hear, bam, bam, bam. Mike sitting there laying bullets into him.
So you saw Mike Bargo shoot Seth?
Yes, ma'am. And grabbed the body, put it into the bathtub, and then there was a rock quarry over here.
Hey, you know what? I lived in Virginia for 3 years. Let me tell y'all straight up right now. Nobody's falling for your southern charm. Yes, ma'am. Nobody's falling for your fucking southern charm. Okay? Y'all can try and do that bullshit all the time. It's not going to work on us. Just because you say yes, ma'am, does not mean we're going to be like, oh, yes, this is a trustworthy person. You're clearly trustworthy if you're couch riding and you were involved in a murder. Like, what are you thinking? Just because you say yes, ma'am, give me a goddamn break, even. Just, like, fucking tell us the story and stop trying to be a charmer. Because, like, Southern charm, I'll tell you, Southern charm. It's always a bunch of bullshit. It's always just a bunch of, I'm going to act nice to your face while I'm stabbing you in the back kind of bullshit.
Here by Gander Mountain or whatever, and he was gonna dump the ashes or whatever into the rock quarry.
Okay.
The ashes?
And I was in the house. I seen the body, and he put it in like a bag or whatever, like a sleeping bag.
Hold on a minute now. In that house, where was Seth sitting when Michael Bargo shot him? Was he
the same place when I hit him, because he was kind of a little dazed. He wasn't knocked out or nothing. But then I got in the kitchen, because here's a couch, and then next to it there's like a seat like that.
Okay.
And then there's a couch against the other side of the wall, and then there's a TV where he was sitting in the chair.
Okay, so it's the only chair in the living room.
The only chair. Okay. And I hit him.
Is it leather?
No, ma'am. It's
material.
Yeah.
Is there blood on the chair?
No.
Why? Why did you hit him? Why did you hit him? Has this been established yet? Has she asked? Why did you hit him?
I don't know. I know he dragged the body and put it into the bathtub, and he put it in what she said, a sleeping bag, and dragged it out the back door. And what my sister and Charlie told me, he went into, because they were in the room.
This kid needs to go to jail too. Just because he came forward doesn't mean that he's not culpable. I mean, he'll probably get a reduced sentence. But holy shit with this kid. And mom's sitting there, oh my God, even. I mean, she did the right thing. She turned her kid in. But holy fuck with this story already. We're only like 7 minutes in, almost 8 minutes in.
Charlie's room in the bathroom, because they heard the gunshots. They went in there when I grabbed the stick and I went to hit him. And
what was Seth doing when you hit him?
He was sitting there, and I guess he wanted to talk to my sister again. And because Amber and Charlie, they were sitting on the couch by the wall. And he come in there and Charlie let him in, and I guess they didn't, realize. I don't know what it was.
Charlie didn't know all the details with Amber and Seth, so she didn't think it was a big deal to let him come in.
Okay.
And then, and I didn't like him.
Did Seth do anything to Amber while he was in the house?
No, ma'am. As soon as I seen him, I hit him, and I told him to get out the house. And then,
so he came in and he sat down in that chair in the living room?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where's the stick you hit him with now?
Everything was picked up. Everything, I don't know. Everything was picked up by Mike. Everything.
Okay.
Because I ran out the front door.
Okay.
And I sat out there, and I don't know. Everything was picked up when I come in the house. I don't.
So Mike cleaned up everything. So as soon as Mike Bargo shot him, you went out the door?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how many times did Mike shoot him?
I don't know. I heard, because he has a .22 revolver, and I think he laid the whole revolver into him. Okay. I don't know.
Where's that revolver now, do you know?
Okay. Kyle claims that Seth came over to their house because he wanted to speak with Amber. As he was sitting in the living room, Kyle hit him with a stick, and then Mike took his life with a revolver. Kyle then claims he went outside while Mike disposed of the body. While all this is taking place, Amber and Charlie are sitting behind a closed bedroom door in another part of the home. The detective believes that there is more to Kyle's story, and that having his mother in the room is keeping him from telling the truth.
Well, let me ask you this. You care if I talk to him just a minute by himself?
No, I don't. I feel like it's okay for you to do
Come on. Your mother's gonna love you no matter what you did, no matter what you saw, no matter what you had a hand in, okay? I know because I'm a mother. No matter what, you love your children, and I'm sure that she will do everything in the world for you. But I need you to be honest with me because I can look at you in the eyes, look at me, and I can tell you that you're not being honest with me. It's very important, okay, that I know the truth and I know everything, okay? Can we make a deal on that?
Okay.
All right, let's start all over again.
Or you know the story.
Okay. Well, I know part of it.
No, that's basically the story.
Okay.
Okay, I did run at the house.
You did what, huh?
I did run at the house when I heard the shots. Okay.
Run out the house.
Run out the house.
Oh, out of the house,
I did run out the house when I heard the shots.
Okay, but did you see Michael Bargo shoot Seth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I come back in, and he was dragging the body, but he asked me for help.
Sure.
Okay. And I was scared. I was panicking, man. I didn't know what to do.
Sure. You never had
So-
anything like that happen to you before?
No, man. And I didn't know what to do, man.
Sure.
So
That's
I
understandable.
helped him. I
Okay,
brought
Tim.
it out to the burn pit,
Okay.
and and he helped me gather. He's like, "Can you help me gather up sticks and stuff like that? Get it really hot."
Okay.
That's some bullshit. There is no way he would have gotten a fire hot enough to actually incinerate a body in the backyard of. I mean, that's impossible. That's fucking impossible. You can't incinerate a body in the backyard. I've already covered other stories where they talk. There was another story where they talked about how a dude tried to burn up a body and he realized he couldn't do it, so he dumped her in a lake. You can't do that in the backyard. That's fucking impossible, and she knows that because she's an investigator. Oh my god, even.
So I helped. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to tell my
I
parents and my
understand
mom
that,
and
but
my
that's
dad.
okay. And you know what? Let me tell you something right now. I'm not going to say nothing wrong. That's going to be up to you, okay?
I grabbed him and I helped him put it in there. But then I walked back into the house and he did what he did. He's like, "You do whatever you do, but don't say nothing." He's like, "You can't say nothing to nobody. You have to promise me here." And I said, "Okay, I promise you I ain't gonna say nothing, man." He's like, "Okay." So I went back into the house and I sat there and I took a shower and I come out and he's still out there burning. And he was out there all night long. I mean, burning.
Based on the evidence they have, the detective still believes that Kyle isn't telling the truth. They have
Right.
reason to believe that all 5 roommates were involved, and that Amber was the mastermind behind the murder. The detective decides to put Kyle into another room, take away the comfortable couch, and get very aggressive with him.
All right, now
Oh, nice. Okay, hold on.
let's start back at the beginning of this. And this is your one and only last chance to correct any discrepancies you may have of the story that you told me. Okay? Want to start fresh?
Man, I'm scared.
Kyle, I'm sure you are. Okay?
I've never been through it. I don't want to go. I don't want to go through none of this.
Well,
I
too
didn't
bad,
even
dude.
know
You're
this
going to jail.
happened.
Okay, but you know what, Kyle? Right now is the time to man up. Right now is where the rubber meets the road. Okay? So,
Where mom made the mistake is that she should have gotten him a public defender immediately so that he could walk him through what really happened. You know, I always have felt like there are 3 types of professions that you should never lie to. Your lawyer, right? Because they need all of the information to properly represent you in court, right? Your doctor, because they need to know everything that's going on with your body. And your priest. Because if you are religious, you need to be able to atone, right? There are 3 people, 3 types of professions that you should never lie to. You can be honest with those 3 people, right? When it comes to like family, maybe you are doing like a surprise birthday party or whatever. So you are, like, hey, whatever, I don't know what's happening on Saturday. That's totally fucking different, right? But when it comes to those 3 fucking professions, if they're representing you, treating you, or, helping you atone for your sins, you should never lie to those 3.
I'm not going to waste my time with you if you're not going to be honest with me, okay? I'm going to throw you away like a piece of garbage. Now, are you a piece of garbage?
Oh, God.
I hope not.
You hope not?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's how I feel.
let's do this. Look at me, because I want you to look at me while I'm talking to you. Let's do this. Let's put it out on the table, okay? And let's take it piece by piece and see what we can do with it, okay?
I just don't want to get locked up, man. That's what I don't want.
I don't think anybody in the world, Kyle, wants to be locked up.
But you're gonna be.
But we've got to. You're not telling the truth. You know it. I know it. I can do nothing for you. I can do nothing. I can't talk to you if you're not going to tell me the truth. So let's start at the beginning, okay? Just you and I here, just start at the beginning. Tell me what really happened.
Mike, he was like getting all into it. He went in the house. I guess he was snorting some pills or whatever. And, he was.
What kind of pills were you snorting?
I'm not sure. They were white pills.
Where'd he get them?
There's no telling where he gets any of this stuff. I don't know. He don't tell me nothing about stuff like that, honestly.
Okay. So he's snorting some pills and so on.
And he, he's getting all wired up, hyped up, and everything. And somebody brought up the name Seth, and he's like, man, I want to go on a killing spree tonight. He's like, I just want to. And he's like, you guys down? And I told him no.
I feel like this is a lie too. Like, it doesn't. I mean, I feel like this is a lie too. This doesn't, like, how can she sit there and, you know what? I have mad respect for you investigators, because when you're sitting there listening to stories like this and you're like, okay, just keep going, keep going, keep going. Like, I don't have the poker face for this. I'd be looking at him being like, that is the most bullshit story I've fucking heard. Oh my God.
When he said you guys down, who's he talking to?
Like,
you and him?
Me, Amber, Charlie, Roach. Okay.
Who's Roach now?
The guy Justin Soto.
Oh, okay, so Soto was there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. And we were all talking. We were all talking about it. I told him I didn't want to do it or whatever. And he was like, come on.
Was he talking about killing? Was he talking about killing Seth?
Pretty much, because he was like, man, because he's like, all you gotta do is find him and get him on the way down here and everything like that. And he didn't want Amber to call him off of the phone or text him. He didn't want nothing to have her or Charlie to have nothing to do with it. Well, Amber decided and she agreed to it. And I don't know. I went along with it, whatever. But I didn't think he was gonna do it.
So what did Mike tell Amber to do?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I was on the side of the house. But I come back and she's talking about meeting him up over at Beverly Hills Estates, whatever, and I'm walking him back down to the house.
Kyle confirms the names of the people involved, and he also confirms that it was planned out, which means they can be charged with first-degree murder.
Right.
The plan was to have Amber text Seth, telling him she wanted to work things out and get him to come back to the house. From there, Mike would take his life, and together all the roommates helped dispose of the body.
And then Mike was all hyped up and everything, and he was like, listen, I want to do this.
I want to do what?
He's like, I want to go on a killing spree tonight, man. And I was like, yeah, I really don't want nothing to do with it. And he turned to everybody, he was like, man, I want to. And I'm like,
What did he explain as a killing spree?
like he wanted, like I said, he wanted 8 bodies by the end of the week.
What?
And I mean, I really hated Seth. And there was time, because my ex-girlfriend, I found him in the bed with my ex-girlfriend, and I really didn't like that, and I loved her. And but I really didn't want to go out and kill the kid. It wasn't my intention. And he come, alright. Well, Mike was talking about it. He's like, listen. He's like, I'll do it. And believe it or not, Amber wanted it done. Amber don't want nothing to do with him. Amber wanted him dead and gone. He deserved it. I wanted him dead, but I didn't want to do it. And
Oh my God.
I didn't want nothing to be a part of it. I didn't want nothing.
Oh my God, this kid is going, oh my God, this kid is going to get so locked up, but also he's unbelievable. I mean, he's already like giving away how much he had to do with this dude's death, but he's also throwing out some claims that are somewhat unbelievable. I mean, maybe if the dude was on drugs, he was talking crazy. Potentially, but like his story is so over the fucking top that it's like, how do you believe this bullshit? This guy is thank you, Mom, for bringing him in, because holy shit.
But
And Mike said he would do
But
it.
Mike said he would do it.
So you
and
talked
he,
to
and
Mike
he kept
about
on
it.
saying, man, I'll take the blame for it. I'll take the blame for everything. I'll do it. I'll do everything. I'll take the blame if the
for it.
cops ask you if anything. I'll take the blame. I have nothing to lose.
I'll take the blame for it.
And I was like, I still don't want nothing a part of it. And now we're going back on the day that I got off work.
Back on Sunday.
You know, we're going back on that day now.
Okay.
And he's like, alright. I told him, alright, it's whatever, man. I
So he
can't-
says, I feel like going on a killing spree.
and I tell him it's whatever. And Amber agreed to it. Everybody was agreeing to it.
So did Soto agree?
Huh?
Soto? Roach?
Everybody agreed.
He
Like I
agreed?
said, everybody agreed.
Amber agreed?
Mm-hmm. And
Charlie agreed?
Mm-hmm.
Mike said he would do it, and you agreed. So there's 5 people.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Okay.
now it's a conspiracy.
I was gonna hit him. I was gonna hit him, and he wanted him. See, he wanted him knocked out. Mike wanted him knocked out, but it didn't work that way. Nothing went as planned. Nothing. Seth come in. Me and Mike were in the room.
You and Mike were in Mike's room?
Yeah, we were in his room.
Okay.
And supposedly Amber and Charlie told Seth that nobody was at the house. And when they found Roach in the living room on the couch, he kind of, I guess they told me Seth kind of backed up and was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then I guess they were Charlie was making some lie. And I thought you were supposed to text before you come here or something like that. And I guess Amber and Roach was messing around with ice cubes or something like that in the kitchen. And Mike's like, man, I can't do this. It's got to be done now. He's like, wait, Mickey, he's sitting in the love seat. He's like, it's got to be done now.
What love seat?
It's not like a love seat. It's
like a chair and a
the
half
chair
or
like that was in
something.
the other room.
Okay. So Seth's sitting in that chair. Who's in the living room when he's sitting there?
Nobody was in the living room.
Where was Roach?
Roach, Amber, and Charlie. They were in the kitchen.
Okay.
And then
Cause this house ain't like the East Wing and West Wing.
No,
You can
it's
pretty
just
much
one,
see it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's like it's just a
a
double wide
big
trailer.
room.
It's just a double wide trailer.
Okay.
And Mike's like, man, you know what? It's not going. It's got to be done. Are you ready? I said, man, I don't know. Give me a second to think about this. He said, dude, think about it, man. He puts his hand on my shoulder. He's like, think about it. Do it. Look at everything he's done to you. He told you he was gonna f your girl, and he was doing it. And it just kept on getting to me, and I was like, whatever. And Mike opened the door. I come out. I hit him over the stick, the head.
Where was Seth when you hit him?
He was in the chair.
Okay.
And I hit him over the head with the stick, and it broke 3 times on him.
What was the stick?
It was like I said,
Frame of a door.
it basically what it looked like. It, nothing to hurt him. And
Oh, shit.
How are you gonna knock him out?
Roach was supposed to hit him with a bigger stick.
So Soto had a bigger stick.
Yeah.
When you say Roach, you're talking about Justin Soto. The one that's here.
That's what
Okay.
I really know him by.
Roach. Okay.
And that's what really was supposed to do it. And Mike was like, I want him in the bathroom, and I want him knocked out, and I want him to wake up and know that I'm gonna kill him. That's what it was. But it didn't happen like that. I hit him, and he stood up. And when I broke it over his head 3 times, he stood up. And then Roach come in, and then he hit him with his stick, and then he was trying to go through the kitchen, and Mike shot him in the back twice with a gun.
Okay.
And then he was still trying to go out the front door, and Mike just kept on shooting him. I kept on telling Mike, I was like, stop it, let him go. And he just kept on shooting him. And he goes out the house, and Roach grabs him like this and set on the ground and has him choked. And I don't know what he did to his knee, but he kind of messed up his knee, and Roach rolled over.
Who messed up his knee?
Roach.
Okay.
So
Doesn't it seem like, there'd be like a lot of blood all over everybody if he'd been shot a couple of times. Then he gets tackled. He's bear hugged. It seems like there'd be blood all over everybody, right? Like this story, All right, let's see how this goes.
and he rolled over, and Mike come up and shot him, and that's when it was over.
The detective now believes that Kyle has told her the truth, and she now has the full story.
Really? Okay.
Kyle has admitted to his part in the crime, but now it's time to interview the other roommates and get their confessions as well.
Okay.
AG1 gives you high quality.
Your brother told me everything. So you can sit there and you can continue to lie, and I'm gonna get up and walk out and treat you like a piece of garbage. Or you can sit here and treat me with the respect that I treated you with. Okay? And you can tell me the truth.
Yes,
What's your choice gonna be?
Mom, true.
Okay, speak up so I can hear you too. Okay?
Alright.
So let's start at the beginning again, and you tell me this story. And the first time that I think you're lying, I'm getting up and walking out of here, and I don't care what happens to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
Go ahead.
Charlie did walk down there and meet him.
You in church? No, start back when you guys were all in the yard at the trailer, when Brandon was there playing guitar and all that.
Yeah, Brandon was there playing guitar. We were all just hanging out.
And why would he want you to call Seth?
Because he doesn't like him, and he told me he wanted to fight him.
No, that's not what he told you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right
he
now,
also said-
I'm gonna get up and walk out of here. This is your last chance.
Okay.
I'm not playing with you, little girl. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm done with being lied to today.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start again. We're gonna start fresh. You do not want me to get up here and walk out of this. I guarantee you that. That is not what you want.
I know.
So don't play games with me
I
again.
know. But
Okay, so Roach, which is Mr. Soto, you, Charlie, Kyle, Mike, James, and Brandon are all at the house. Start from there.
we were playing guitar. We were all sitting out in the front yard.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going on about random songs. Brandon played talking about his tour. After him playing for about an hour, Brandon left and went home, and then my stepdad left and he went home. And then Mike was like,
Then there was a conversation.
yeah, we all went back in the backyard, and Mike was like talking to Charlie and Kyle and me, and he was like, you should call Seth. And I was like, for what? He's like, act like you're gonna make up with him. And I was like, for what, Mike? He's like, because I'm gonna kill him. And I was like, why are you gonna do that? He's like, because I'm tired of him hurting you. And I was like, okay. So I went into the front with Charlie, and I called him, and I told him I wanted to make up. And at the end of the road, and then he walked to Charlie's with us, and we walked in the house. And we were sitting there, and I guess Kyle and Mike were in.
Don't guess, cause don't tell me you guess,
I know, Mike-
cause I know you know.
Yeah, Mike and Kyle were in Mike's room. And I got up from the living room, and I was getting a drink. Me and Roach were messing with the ice. Well, me and Roach were in the kitchen. Charlie was sitting in the living room still. And all I hear was, get him, and the door fly open. And Kyle hit Seth with a thing, and I flew against the counter, and I looked.
Roach hit him with a stick too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I went,
Don't leave nothing out, cause I'm telling you, I'm like,
yeah.
you're going towards the door now.
Well, Kyle hit him first.
Kyle hit him first. How many times did Kyle hit him?
As of what I know, he only hit him once or twice because I didn't look at it. I was in the kitchen. And all I seen was Seth fly, and then Kyle and Roach flew, and Mike flew right behind him. They grabbed him, and they fell down the stairs, and then all I heard was the gun go off.
You didn't hear any gunshots while they were in the house.
Yeah, the gun was like, I forgot, I'm sorry, I left that part out. There was like 1, 2, 3 gunshots in the living room. And they finally got outside after they fell down the stairs. And Charlie was like, come to the room, come to the room, come to the room. I walked in the room with her. I was so shooken up. I'm staring at her. I'm crying. She's trying to hold me to stop crying. I'm about to puke from it all. And then they got him in the house and laid him on the floor. And Mike shot him again.
On the floor?
And Mike shot him again.
Was he still alive at that time?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
So what I'm understanding you're telling me is that you knew that there was a plan to kill Seth, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong now. You knew there was a plan to kill Seth. You participated in it by your role was to lure Seth to the house, which you did. You called him. You walked up the street to meet him. You brought him back to the house knowing that that was the plan, correct? Did you participate in cleaning up? Where'd the bleach come from? Who bought the bleach?
I really don't know who bought the bleach. I promise I don't know who bought the bleach. I just know the bleach was handed to Roach, and he dumped it.
Who handed Roach the bleach?
Mike did.
Okay.
And it was dumped all in the kitchen. And Roach was on his hands and knees scrubbing it all up.
Did you scrub anything with the bleach?
The door.
You scrubbed the door? What door?
The screen door that's like on the inside of the regular house door.
Okay.
Because there was like a couple spots on it.
Not only did Amber help plan the murder, she participated by getting Seth to come back to the house and by cleaning up any evidence left behind. Amber's confession means she will be charged with murder alongside her brother Kyle. Now it's time to interview Charlie and see what lies she has ready to tell the detectives.
Okay, do you know why you're here?
Yes, sir.
Why are you here?
Because, something happened with Seth.
Something happened with Seth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Understand that we had a deputy bring you down here because of what may have happened with Seth, okay? There's an investigation that we're going to investigate. Are you clear with that? Okay. At this point, you're not in any trouble or anything like that, okay? Just want to make that clear to you.
I'm scared.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll take it slow. I'm in no rush. But I do definitely need you to be honest with me. I need to hear your side of the story.
Yes, sir.
Okay? At any time that you don't understand anything, stop me and I'll try to explain it for you. Is that fair? Okay.
They were talking.
So Amber and Seth were talking?
Amber wanted me to go along because she was scared. I mean, it was dark and everything. She didn't want to go by herself. So she went up there. We both went up there, and they wanted to try to work things out. And they were there for about 30, 45 minutes tops. And then he and his mom got in an argument, and he just stormed off. So when he stormed off, we went back to my house, and about an hour later, he came to my house.
So about 30 to 45 minutes?
Yeah. We talked to him.
You guys talked?
And then after that, we were headed to we went back to my house.
All three of you guys went back to your house?
No, Seth went off the other way because he got in an argument with his mom over text.
In between her giggling, Charlie tells her version of events, making sure to make it look like she was just a victim who was too scared to tell the police. The detective already knows that she was part of the plan, and she helped dispose of the body. He just needs her to confess so they can charge her with murder.
Right.
Let me ask you something. Everything that you have told me today is the truth,
Yeah.
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You swear to that?
Yeah. Right hand.
Everything that you have told me today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
You're telling me today, you put your hand out, that you had no involvement in this crime.
No, I have not.
Okay. All right. And I'm just asking you that for a reason. Because if you had, this is your opportunity now to come forth and say, hey, listen, just like you had the opportunity, you see where I'm getting at? Like you had the opportunity to begin with when you talked to the deputies, and you've already told me the reason why you didn't tell them the truth.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Okay. Well, now you're not afraid.
I still am.
Okay. Well, you are.
I don't know where he is.
But we're working on that right now. Okay. And I'm going to assure you your safety until we locate him. Okay. But now that you have the
I know a couple
opportunity.
other people that he has threatened,
Okay. That's
and
fine.
they're not here.
Okay, that's fine. We're working on getting other people in here also. Okay? Understand, this is why I came back in here. To make sure that everything that you're telling me is the truth.
Yeah.
If there's anything else that you need to tell me, this is your opportunity now to say, hey, listen, I forgot something.
Wait a minute. Is she actually trying to say that Seth might still be alive? Because we already have 2 witnesses who have said that they saw him get killed, right? Not only witnesses, accomplices. They all participated in this. Is this one, the 3rd witness, actually trying to say that this dude might still be alive? Are you for real? There's 5 people being interviewed right now, and you're going to try and pull bullshit like that? Am I misunderstanding? Is that not what she's saying? What is happening right now?
I need to tell you something, because an opportunity really only knocks once.
Yeah.
Okay?
I told you that he has let every one of us hold his gun and mess with his gun.
That's fine.
So I know
That's fine.
my prints are on it.
But we're talking about Sunday night, Monday morning, that everything that you documented on that paper for me
That's the truth.
is all the truth.
Yes, sir.
Is there going to be anyone that comes back and contradicts your statement?
Shouldn't be.
Okay.
I mean, me and Amber were completely shook up. We didn't know what to do. I wanted to call the police so bad, but
Did you have your cell phone with you in the room that night?
yeah. I wanted to call the police so bad.
Did you call anybody?
No, I texted my friend Chris and said, I miss you so much. I just need someone to talk to.
Okay, and that's on your phone?
That's on my phone, but I never got a text back or anything. So I was like,
You understand, we also have a text. If you're able to text somebody, you can also text the sheriff's office. You know that, right? It's called 911 text.
I forgot about that. Every time I call the jail, I wish I would have, because me and her sat in that room so scared that he was just gonna turn around and get us.
How many times did she have to call a jail? How many times y'all got to call jail? I've never had to fucking text a jail. What the fuck even? Every time I've had to call a jail. You know what? I have 4 slips on my dining room table of police reports I've filed for various things that have happened in my own community. It's not like I don't know how to do it. You know? I mean... Oh, I forgot. I'm watching a guy get murdered. I totally forgot how to do this.
Okay. I need you to be totally honest and truthful with me. Okay? Because we have talked to other people. We've talked to Kyle. Okay? And Kyle has told us his new version of the story. Okay? He's, from at this point, he's been totally cooperative. Okay? I know there's some things that transpired prior to. I know there were some conversations prior to about something happening.
I wasn't involved in that. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, it might have been between him and Mike, but I don't know.
You and Amber were involved in this.
I don't see how we went up and met him. And then, like, he walked off because of his mom.
Well, let me explain something to you. Cal has already, and I'm going to be honest with you, has implemented you in being involved in knowing or having knowledge to this thing transpiring prior to it happening.
But I didn't.
Okay, let me explain something else to you. The reason why there's some questions and the reason why I went the way that I did with questioning you is because I also felt that there was something different.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is your opportunity. If it happened, you guys talked about it, I need to know. Okay?
I didn't say anything.
Listen to me.
I didn't hear him talking about it.
Listen to me. This what doesn't make sense to me. And you said that he just unannounced himself and just came to the house. Is that correct?
Yeah.
No one told him to come to the house.
No.
How did he come to that house? Because I'm telling you right now, there's a different story in that other room.
I mean, he walked.
I understand he probably walked with his left foot and his right foot, one in front of the other, and he physically came to the house. We agree with that.
Yeah.
There was some still. How did he get to that house? Someone asked him. Someone coached him. Someone told him. He got to that house. By what means?
Amber, like, we were gonna have him come over, but then
For what?
just to talk.
No.
But like, that's all I know. Cause
You just talked up at the corner.
Amber and Mike started talking, and she texted him, but that was before we even talked at the corner.
This is where you need to be truthful with me. You need to be truthful with me. Because right now you're beating at the bush. Okay? And you're not being truthful with me. Can we both agree on that?
Yeah.
Because you're not being truthful. This is your opportunity. I know nobody likes Seth.
I didn't know him.
No one liked Seth. This happened
know him.
at your house. At no time did you ever say, when Kyle hit Seth across the head with this stick, board, or wherever this object was, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? If you didn't know what was going on. You see the picture I'm painting now?
Yeah.
Obviously, you had to know what was going on. Okay? Because any person in their right mind would have asked this question. If you and I are sitting in this room, and whomever's sitting over here, and I just start beating the hell out of him, aren't you going to wonder what's going on?
Yeah.
You never said that. You know why? You know why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I knew something might have happened.
Exactly.
Mike had said something about like
Exactly.
kicking his ass, but nothing. And that's like it.
No, you left that out. You know a lot more than what you're telling me. I know a lot more than what you're telling me. Can we agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is your opportunity for you to be straight up with me, for you to be honest. I can see that you're holding a lot back from me. It is what it is, okay? It's out in the open. This is your opportunity to tell me everything that you know. Tell me the extent of your involvement and your knowledge prior to, because I know you know.
Mike said that he wanted to kick his ass for laying hands on Amber and everything, and he said that we should go meet him and then bring him back, but he didn't want to come back, so he kept like going back and forth.
Who didn't want to come back? When you say him and her, I don't know who those people are. You have to give me names.
Seth didn't want to come back, so I was like,
Let's
it's
back
not
up a little bit.
idea.
Let's back up a little bit. When did all this conversation start?
I don't even know, like, it started right before, like,
A couple days?
no, it happened like that day, like,
Earlier that day?
Mike said, yeah. Mike said, hey, Amber, text Seth and see if he'll hang out with you.
For what reason?
I don't know. Like he said that he wanted
Yes,
to
you
kick his
do.
ass.
You do. Everybody know what was happening in the house. Cal knew what was happening. Cal is telling you're still not there yet. You're not there yet. You're almost
What
there.
I thought
You're
was
almost
like
there.
he
No,
said
no.
something about
They-
kicking his ass. That's it.
It was a little bit more than that. They had
Okay, we gotta pause here. We gotta pause here because I can't go over an hour when I record video on my phone. So I gotta clip it here and we'll do a part 2.